right, let's get right into it. Israel is hitting hard, and the Sinwar family, the backbone of Hamas's terror machine, is likely gone forever. The big news is Mohammed Sinwar, Hamas's now de facto leader in Gaza. Saudi outlet allthe says that his body plus 10 of his guys were found in Khan Yunis tunnel the IDF smashed last week. Defense Minister Israel Katz told the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee that we don't have official confirmation yet, but all signs point to the fact that Mohammed Sinwar is gone. This wasn't a random hit, and the truth is Israel has probably known for a long time where he is. The IDF and the Shin Bet zeroed in on a command center hidden underneath the European hospital in Khan Yunis. They nailed it with a precise strike, then kept pounding to make sure that nobody got out alive. Mohammed Yahya Sinwar's younger brother, Yahya, who the IDF took out last October, was a hardcore terrorist. He did time in the 90s, helped kidnap IDF soldier Gilad Shalit in 2006, and ran Hamas's military wing after Mohammed Deif got killed last July. He was the guy stonewalling hostage talks, thinking he could outsmart Israel. Not today. Crazy to think that Israel had them in captivity. He was released in some sort of deal years ago, as Israel has become increasingly used to. One hostage for a ridiculous number of terrorists in return. And it doesn't stop there. Palestinian reports say that Yahya Sinwar, another Sinwar brother who taught at Gaza's Islamic University, got hit in a separate strike in Nuseirat, central Gaza, along with 3 of his sons. They were in a tent when the IDF dropped it, and that's potentially 3 Sinwars, Hamas's core, wiped out. Their leadership's falling apart, their tunnels are caving in, and Israel is making it clear no terrorist is safe. This is all part of Operation Gideon's Chariot, which officially kicked off in Gaza. The IDF has been calling up more reservists, putting soldiers back into the front lines, and getting ready for some major action. A full push to take control of Gaza, crush Hamas, secure aid routes, and move Palestinians from north to south. This has gone on way too long, like way too long. Everyone wants this over with already. Let's hope that this is the key. Now, let's pull back the curtain on a chilling piece of history that shows just how far Hamas was willing to go. A document found by the IDF in Gaza, reported by the Wall Street Journal, reveals that Yahya Sinwar, Hamas's former Gaza chief, was dead set on derailing peace talks between Israel and Saudi Arabia. Days before October 7th, 2023, Sinwar told his inner circle that an extraordinary act was needed to stop the normalization deal in its tracks. Arab intelligence officials say that this document looks legit, and it paints a very ugly picture. On October 2nd, 2023, Sinwar sat with Hamas's political bureau and said that the Saudi Zionist normalization agreement is moving fast. He warned that it could open the door for other Arab and Islamic countries to follow suit, which would have been a disaster for Hamas, because what was his solution? Kick off a massive attack that they've been planning for 2 years, something to shake up the entire region and keep the Palestinian issue front and center. With the whole world sympathizing with the Gazans, that makes Saudi Arabia pull out of any ties with Israel. Unfortunately, since Trump's election, it's looking more and more like Saudi Arabia might be joining the Abraham Accords. So the Sinwars are dead, Gaza is a parking lot, and Hamas has gotten absolutely nothing of what they wanted. Sinwar expected Iran-backed terror groups to jump in and turn it into a full-scale war, but that never happened. It was supposed to be a massive event, but Hamas was the sacrificial pawn, yet nobody wanted to play chess after it. Yes, rockets from Lebanon here and there, rockets from the Houthis here and there, but Iran did nothing. Another secret Hamas military briefing from August 2022 flat out said that they had to reposition to save their cause from being wiped out by Arab countries making peace with Israel. They even posted a job advertisement in October 2022 for someone to lead diplomatic efforts to sabotage these talks. That's how desperate they were. Sinwar bet everything on October 7th and got nothing in return. Now, let's talk about Israel's borders, because nobody's getting through their borders without a fight. 2 Sri Lankan migrant workers crossed the Jordan border into Israel and made it to the Yardena village north of Beit She'an without anyone spotting them. They weren't terrorists, they were just people looking for jobs, but the fact that they got that far is a problem. Yardena residents saw them, called the IDF troops, and troops moved in fast to grab them. Nobody got hurt, and the IDF says that it's not necessarily a security issue per se, but this is the second time this happened in 2 days. Saturday, another guy crossed the same border and slipped through until locals sounded the alarm. Israel's borders are non-negotiable, and the IDF is digging into why these breaches keep on happening. A couple of migrant workers might not sound like a big deal, but when you're surrounded by enemies, every single slip-up matters. With Operation Gideon's Chariot underway, the IDF is doubling down on border security. God's got Israel's back, but the IDF is making sure that nobody tests that. Over in Palm Springs, California, very unusually, a bomb went off outside a fertility clinic, killing 1 person and injuring 5. The FBI is calling it straight-up terrorism. The explosion tore through the American Reproductive Center's clinic, blowing out windows and doors and shaking the whole city. FBI Los Angeles Chief Akil Davis said that this is one of the biggest bombing investigations that they've had in Southern California. They're sure that the clinic was the target. Bomb techs are all over the scene trying to figure out who did it. 1 person's dead, and they're still working to ID them, while 4 of others are in the hospital. California Governor Gavin Newsom has been filled in. The FBI is moving fast to track down the culprits. This is a terror hitting a little bit close to home in America, and it's a reminder of what Israel has to deal with every single day. While the U.S. sorts this out, Israel is showing how to handle threats with precision. It's incredibly likely that if the clinic was intentionally targeted, this would likely be a right-wing or conservative attack, likely targeting the abortion policies of California, which are very liberal. But nothing's finalized yet. Last up, New York City's Brooklyn Bridge turned into a disaster zone. A Mexican Navy training ship slammed into the bridge, snapping all 3 of its 48-meter masts and sending them into the East River. 2 people were killed, 2 critically injured, and up to 19 others were hurt. It was a nice spring evening. People were chilling by the water when the ship, decked out in lights, tried to slide under the bridge. Bad call. The masts got caught and it was pure chaos. Sailors were reportedly up in the rigging when all of this went down, and the bridge got shut down going both directions. The Mexican Navy is trying to figure out how a simple training run with 200 people on board the ship went so wrong. The ship is now a complete wreck. Crazy how something so pretty and so innocent can go wrong so quickly. So there you go, a world where Israel's taking charge. Finally, the Sinwar family is done. Operation Gideon's Chariot is rolling. The Jordan borders being locked down tight. And while California and New York deal with terror and chaos, Israel's showing how to get it done. The IDF is ready for a big fight, and Hamas is running out of time. For JFE.com, this is Overnight Israel. Like, share, comment. It helps a ton. Putting this together is no joke. So a quick click means a lot. We'll catch you tomorrow.